Hello guys, welcome to my channel again. It's me, Chukuka. So guys, I hope you are doing well. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe because we are trying to grow this channel and this channel is going to grow. So you all should support the channel so we can be able to grow it. So guys, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to improve livestock production at your farm. At the end of the day, the aim of every livestock farmer is to have more pigs, have more goats, have more cattle, to have more cows, to have more animals. That's the goal of every livestock farmer. I've not seen any livestock farmer that wants to be having less animals. No, the aim is to be growing daily. The aim is to be growing monthly, yearly, to keep on growing. That's the aim of every single livestock farmer I've met. So that means for you to be watching this video, that means first, you're a livestock farmer, and second, you want to keep on growing your farm. Nobody wants to fail, nobody wants to go back, nobody wants to slide back. We all want to be growing. So what are the things you have to do in order to keep on, increasing your farm capacity, increasing your number of animals, increasing your farm as a whole? So that is what this video is going to be about. So guys, let's get into the video. So what is the first thing you have to do? I always talk about this thing in some of my videos, not all of my videos though. Hygiene is very, very important because what will determine the health condition of your animals is how their environment is. Most times these animals get whatever disease they are suffering from either another animal or from the environment. So if you can be able to control other how they get disease from other animals by quarantining, isolating, and the rest, you should also consider trying to put in procedures that will prevent them from getting diseases from the environment, which that is where hygiene comes into place. It's always advisable to maintain proper hygiene. Once in a while you disinfect your farm, once in a while you try as much as possible to clean the whole farm. Always keep the farm in a good shape at all times. Take out the anything that will attract pests, insects, and the rest, so like weeds, dirty water, mud water, anything that that can bring in pests, but that can in return bring disease. You make sure you clear it out of your farm, whether it's in the pens, whether it's in the feedlot, whether it's where the animals stay, or even outside, just the surrounding of the farm. You always make sure you clean it and keep it in good condition, because the more you do it, the more you reduce how your animals can easily contact disease from their environment. Because at the end of the day, there is not one thing you can do to prevent the whole disease. It's this thing. You bring them together and do it. The second thing is always separate and treat sick animals. At times an animal can be sick and will be like, it's a normal sickness, let it be with other animals and I'll treat it. But at times that might not be the case. It might be a disease that can be transferred. So the best is always to separate an animal that is sick from the main animal, from the head, and treat it separately. Once it recovers, you can take it back to where the other animals are, so as to prevent stories that touch the heart. Because at the end of the day, we are trying to reduce our losses and maximize our gains, our profit. That's the aim of these things, because at the end of the day, we are all doing business. Nobody is doing farming because it's a passion. We are doing it because it's a passion, and it has money involved in it. If this farming thing, there's no money in it, nobody will be doing it. Myself, I won't even be doing it. So at the end of the day, we are doing it so as to maximize our profit and our income. So let's always try it as much as possible to try our possible best to keep our animals in good health conditions. Once you see an animal is sick, you separate it, you treat it. Once you notice that it has recovered, you take it back to where other animals are. It's as simple as that. The third thing is remove any non-performing animals. There are some animals, for example, I'm into pigs, I'm into goats, I'm into cows. There are some animals there are some female animals that will just decide that they will not give birth. I'm serious, it happens. There are some animals that they just decide that I'm not going to give birth on this farm. My own is to eat, drink water, and sleep. I'm serious. There was this pig at the farm. I'm not in the farm today, as you can see. Now there was this pig though at the farm. Very large pig. This pig, like, it's throughout like 2 years or 3 years it was at the farm. It did not give birth. It was just increasing in size. I would say that it's pregnant, but it's not born. For 2 years, it was eating, growing fat. If we put a male with it, it will run to fight the male. So the pig basically decided that it will not give birth as far as it's in that farm. So we had to sell it off, because when we discovered that it could not give birth, we sold it off. So always identify those non-performing animals, because the more they eat your food, the more they eat their food, the more they drink water from your farm, they are unprofitable. They are making you to plunge into losses, because they're not going to be productive unless you are just trying to fatten them and sell off. But if you just want to, keep on growing your farms with these animals, you have to always identify those ones that are not performing. The males that cannot, serve females, you set them off. The females that cannot get pregnant, you set them off. The ones that are always causing trouble in the farm, you set them off, so as to prevent unnecessary fights and injuries and wounds in your farm. Because at times these animals can fight, wound themselves, and die off. If they die, they have died, but you have lost your money, which is not the plan of any farmer I know, to lose money. We want to get money. We are all business people in this agriculture field. The fourth step to take to improve the production capacity of your farm is always take feed quality seriously. There are some farmers who just feed their animals anything. Always try to make sure that the feed you are giving to animals has quality. If you are into poultry, you just don't buy any feed and give to your birds. You buy quality feed, packaged feeds, and give to your bird. If you are doing pig farming, learn about feeding of pigs, how to feed pigs very well to maximize their growth. If you are into goat farming, learn about how to, the kind of grass that will make your animals to grow better. If you are into cattle farming, learn about the kind of grass and other supplements that can make your cattle to grow bigger. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we all want to grow. Nobody wants to lose. We all want to grow. So we should always try to make sure that we take the right and proper steps. Now the sixth point on my list, because I have my list. I love having my list. Now the sixth point here is always keep records of your animals, your expenses and sales. If you are into livestock farming, one paramount thing is always have daily records. If you cannot do daily records, you do weekly records. If you cannot do weekly records, you do monthly records. Don't run your farm on assumptions. Or by I think. No, you end up in losses. Always have a record of the number of animals in your farm, the expenses for that month or for that week or for that day, the sales for that month or for that week, so that it will guide you better. Because at every point you know how much you have spent, how much you have gained, and how many animals are in your farm. Those are the basics. The seventh point on my list is always be up to date with medication. See, there's no one medication that can be used for forever. New medicines always come out every day. So the best thing is you always have to be up to date, make research, browse, ask questions on the right medications, the new ones and the better ones you can use. Because at times you can use one medication for long and these animals will grow immunity to them. You inject them, it will not work. That's because their systems have grown like immune to the drug. It cannot work again. So you have to always be using different varieties of drug, buy newer ones and new brands, so that your animals can be growing well and getting treated as quickly as possible. Now the 8th point here is there should not be wastage. Everything should be accounted for. This is business. I always emphasize on the fact that this farming of eating is business. It is a passion also, because I've always loved agriculture right from my early age. But it's also a business. You have to take it seriously as a business. If you take that as a passion, you can easily lose everything because it's a passion. But if you take it as a business, something that is feeding you, you have to take it very serious now. So that's the thing. So there should be no wastage in your farm. One thing I've always loved about people who made money, like people who are wealthy, is that these people are frugal. They are the most frugal people you can ever come across. If you have read books on people that have accumulated wealth, you understand that they always have one thing in common: discipline and frugality. So if you are running a farm, try to be as much, try to reduce wastage. Everything should be accounted for. So don't waste anything. Don't waste anything. Because the more you waste, the more you increase your production cost. And the higher your production cost, the lower your profits. So you reduce production cost and you maximize profit. It's as simple as that. Reduce production cost, you maximize profits. Now the next thing is employ the best workers you can lay your hands on. One of the things that determine whether a farm will grow very well or it will grow halfway or it will not even grow at all is the kind of workers you employ. Always employ people who are hardworking. If I'm employing workers, what I always look out for: are you hardworking? No, first of all, are you honest? Honesty is key, because there are some times you might not be on your farm, only your workers will be there. So you have to always make sure that you are leaving your hands in the hands of honest people that can be able to account for things. Not something will disappear, this one will lie, this one will deny. Always make sure that they are honest and they are hardworking. They are hardworking. I don't need my workers to be smarter than me, even though they should be smart, but I don't need them to be smarter than me, or more muscular than me, or even taller than me. I just need these two things: honesty and hardworking. I'm okay with these two things, because I know that these are the two things that I just want. So always check out for these two things when you're employing your workers, or when you're working with them at those early stages. If they don't have it, fire them, because the more you keep them there, the more your farm is having problems. And nobody should come in between you and what is feeding you, because it's your business. Nobody should come in between you and that. Now the 10th thing on my list of what you should do, or what you should be doing, or what you should start doing to improve the production, the livestock production at your farm is: never stop making researches. See, information no dey finish. Information can never finish. There's always chunks and billions of information being put on the internet and being put out every day, even every second. So the best thing you can do for yourself is always keep yourself up to date in your field, since you have chosen farming or livestock farming as your own field, because all of us have our own calling. All of us have our own purpose in life. Since this one is our own purpose, me and you that is watching this video, because for you to watch my video, that means you have interest in livestock farming. That means it's our purpose, it's our calling. So always make your researches on them. Keep on making researches. Keep on asking questions. Keep on, increasing your brain capacity when it comes to that aspect of field you are choosing for yourself. So that's it on today's video. Then I have one bonus tip. If you want to increase production in your farm, always go to your farm. Don't just open your farm. Don't just open a farm and leave it to people. These are animals. It's not here. I can easily import something from, let's say something like, I can easily import these turkey doors. I can easily import generators from abroad, pack it in a warehouse, count how many there are, and know how much I'll get once everything has been sold. And call somebody and put him there and say, be selling this things for me. I know how many generators are here. This is the amount you'll be selling each of them. And if I come back, this is how much you're going to give me. If one thing disappears, I know. That is a different case. Nothing will happen to those generators, because they cannot die. But when it comes to farming, small means management, these things are dead, because they breathe. They are affected by diseases. They are affected by weather. So you should try to be visiting your farm once in a while. Don't just open farm and leave it. That's why sometimes these farms close, because the owners don't even care. And nobody will manage your business more than you. Nobody will care about your business more than you. That's like what I always tell myself. Nobody will care more about my business more than me. Nobody will care about my investment more than me, because it's my money. The person working for me, or the person I'm living in the farm, might not even know what I suffer to get that money. So me that know what I suffer to get that money, I'm looking for value out of it. I want it to grow. I want it to be a success. So that's it. So you guys should always try and be visiting your farm. So if you made it to the end of this video, very, very nice. Now subscribe. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Because we all have to grow this channel together. I cannot grow it on my own. The only thing I can do is to put out wonderful contents. That's all I can do. Now to grow it, is these people that will help me. So subscribe. Subscribe. Let me speak it in my with my Igbo tongue. With my Igbo tongue. So subscribe. Or so guys, thank you for watching my video and peace.